don't date someone without money. Totoo ba yun? Bakit nga ba? Or why do you always hear people telling you not to date somebody who doesn't have money as of the moment? And today we're gonna talk about that topic because it's very important that we discuss details like this. Dating is not just about kilig. Dating is about creating a future with somebody in your life. So it's a big role that they would have to fill in. And when I posted this on my Facebook and on my TikTok, actually, it's not about the money. No, it's not about the money. But before I dive into that, hello, I'm Grace and welcome to Love University Podcast, where we learn that choosing who we fall in love with, choosing our lifetime partner is very important in our life. It actually has a huge impact in all of our decisions. So be very careful. That's why we have to study about it. So thank you so much for enrolling. If you've not yet enrolled, just click on the follow button to this podcast or the bell button so you'll be updated every time there's a new episode. So I've said it earlier, it's not about the money. It's about how responsible they are in earning and keeping their money. It's their capacity to be responsible adults. And you don't want to be dating somebody who's still immature, who doesn't have a clue with what their goal in life is or what their career path looks like, because it's gonna be so confusing. I don't even think I need to explain this further. If there are two things that we need, it's ambition and character. Ambition gives us direction in life. It gives us, where do we want to go? What do we want to do with our lives? What do we want to do with our talents, with our energy? While character makes us reliable persons personally and professionally. So kung makikipag-date ka sa taong walang pera, ang deeper question talaga is bakit wala siyang pera? Kasi given yung two factors natin kanina, ambition and character, paano kung wala siya both? Wala siyang ambition, wala din siyang character. Example, tamad siya o kaya lagi siyang na-fire sa trabaho niya. Poor yung work ethics niya. In short, hindi siya professional. Or meron siyang addiction to gambling or sugal, kaya hindi siya makaahon sa buhay. That is the deeper problem, and those are the type of people that you never try to date. Kasi pwedeng mahawa ka sa kanila or they will drag you down too. If that is the reason kung bakit wala siyang pera, clearly, they have no business trying to date you or you trying to date them. They need to be responsible adults first. Kasi paano kung magkaanak kayo biglaan, whether planned or unplanned pregnancy? What now? How will you create a family with that person if they're irresponsible? It's just not so ideal, diba? Alam mo na yan eh. Alright, so let's go to the other side. What if wala siyang pera because it's a temporary setback? Case in point, the pandemic. Marami kang kilala na nawalan ng trabaho. Actually, isama mo na ako dyan. During the pandemic, 2020 was actually the year of my soaring high into my career as an events host. Supposedly, sobrang dami kong naka-line up na events at that time, and my friends are starting to get married, my colleagues are starting to get married, they have booked me already as their host, and then voila, pandemic, diba? And I lost my income, I lost my source of livelihood during that time. But it was a temporary setback. So, if that person has a temporary setback, pwedeng hindi yung pandemic yung naging problema niya. I also know a lot of people na nawalan ng pera because na-wipe out ang savings due to family emergencies. We see that a lot of times here in the Philippines, diba? Because of, lack of insurance, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, temporary setbacks happen all of the time and it's very unpredictable. So, kung walang ipon yung tao na yan, who are we to judge, diba? I mean, pero kung talagang wala siyang ipon kasi mahilig siyang mag-shopping or mahilig siyang magsugal, ganyan. Ibang usapan na yan. Dun yun sa first category natin. Okay? So, if you want to date that person or you're dating that person as of this moment, you have to look at two things. Yung past at yung present niya. So, past and present. Past meaning, in the past ba, napakita niya na professional siya? Responsable ba siyang adult? Responsable ba siya in earning money, keeping his or her word, having that integrity for work, having that work ethic? Yun. Ano yung past niya? Ano yung history niya? Be very crucial with that. And kailangan na pag-uusapan niyo yan, ha? And then, second thing that you have to look at is the present. So, given that temporary setback, anong ginagawa niya? Because we have to see how they handle a crisis. There are a lot of people who had a different career due to the pandemic. Talagang nagkaroon sila ng mga bagong negosyo, o kaya nagkaroon sila ng new career, or they jumped to another company, or simply nagkaroon sila ng ibang source of livelihood. Why is that important? Because they are able to adapt to change. Kapag meron siyang ambisyon sa buhay, like what we talked about earlier, which is ambition and character, they will never be actually broke ng matagal. They can be broke for quite some time when they've lost their footing, but if they have ambition and the right character, they will get back on their feet. So, what happened to me during the pandemic, ang tagal, diba? Ang tagal bago nagkaroon ulit ng mga weddings, ng mga events, ganyan. What happened was, my boyfriend, fortunately, did not leave me just because I became broke. Actually, he supported me all the way. Why? Because he saw that I was willing to adapt. I was willing to learn. So, his career as a podcast editor, napansin niya na may potential ako kasi I also have experience in editing videos and audios in the past. Kumbaga, he sees that I have potential in what he's earning from. So, he taught me that skill. He taught me how to do it. And, yun nga, kumita ako. So, the good thing here is, kumikita ako sa podcast editing from during the pandemic until now. And then, dahil nakabalik ako sa event industry, now that events are back, I'm earning on top of that pa. So, that's the past and the present at work. Nakita ng boyfriend ko na, okay, when she was working before, she was able to demonstrate professionalism. People were able to trust her again and again. And in the present, she's willing to learn. She's willing to adapt to change. So, tong tao na to, pwedeng temporarily nawalan siya ng pera pero hindi siya papayag na forever siyang ganyan. Those are really the things that you can consider if the person that you're dating or you are prospectively going to date, walang pera. But, quick answer, should you date that person? Should that person be dating you kung wala silang pera? Honestly, pwede naman talaga. Wala namang pipigil sa inyo, lalo na kung nag-iibigan kayo, diba? You can even say, na hindi, ito na lang kami sa kanto magdi-date, we'll just have fishballs and kwek-kwek and, turo-turo, mga ganyan. And there's no problem with that. But the thing is, if that person has no money, no source of income at this moment, they shouldn't be busy dating. You should be very afraid if they're busy dating. They should be busy earning money. Why? Because no responsible adult wants to just be a couch potato. There's no responsible person na pumasok sa adulting who would want to just be there waiting for money to arrive and masustentuhan sila. That's not just gonna work, no? No. No. Why? Hindi, Miss Grace, ano naman papakasalan ko naman to. I can provide for everything. But still, that person needs to have a particular skill that they can use in order to earn money. What if you leave that person? Ikaw yung nagsusustento sa kanya, tapos umalis ka bigla, let's say by accident, o kaya talagang iniwan mo na siya. What will happen to that person? Paano siya mabubuhay? Dapat, kaya niyang mabuhay with or without you. That is a hallmark of being a responsible person. Kailangan meron siyang napopossess na skills that they can use to trade for their time. Money is just a reflection of what we do with our talent and energy. So if that person is not honing any skill at the moment, and they're busy dating you, I'm sorry, but that's a massive red flag. That person should have a mission in life because you will set, let's say magkaroon kayo ng anak, you will set as role models to your future kids. Simply put, it's very futuristic. It's very forward-looking. So, I hope that these questions can help you in determining whether will you date somebody na walang pera as of this moment. Or it can even be pertaining to you. What if ikaw, yung parang nasa position ko before na wala pang trabaho or nawalan ng trabaho? I hope that this can help you, uplift you, that this is not gonna be for so long. As long as you have ambitions and you have character, the right character to be professional at work, to be giving value to others, temporary lang yan. I know it's so tough right now. I've been there. I know your pain. I graduated cum laude from UP Diliman but sobrang nahirapan pa ako maghanap ng trabaho. Like, grabe yung pagbagsak ng self-esteem ko. But eventually, things worked out and I was able to keep a good name for myself because I was able to maintain that good character. Hopefully, if you're the one na walang pera as of this moment and you're hoping that things will work out, just keep on going. And I'm praying for you. Hopefully, this too shall pass. Thank you for joining me in today's rant. Joke lang. Thank you for joining me in today's podcast episode. I hope that you've gained a thing or two from this. What do you think about this episode? Just tag me on your Instagram stories at GraceRubies with an underscore at the end. I'd really love to hear your feedback on this episode and ano yung thoughts niyo about this. Thank you so much for joining me and I'll be with you till next time. Bye!